What's good, everyone? Accent Boy here, back with another video. So before we get into today's video, do me a quick favor: like, comment, and subscribe. But however, I know many of you guys been following the so-called rapper Gunna and so-called the rest of YSL group um Rico case. And however, it's so crazy how a lot of these guys are multi-millionaires and they just can't decide to leave the streets alone. However, a lot of a video came out of him in court, of him accepting a plea deal. And however, a lot of people are calling him a snitch because he so-called ratted on Young Thug and the other group members, so it could be released. So I'm gonna let you guys see the video of him in court, and then we come back and chop it up real quick, peeps.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
All right, people. So there you go. You guys saw the video of him so-called telling in court, accepting the charges. And however, a lot of people are calling this dude snitch. And however, that's the mentality of the black community. We glorify these so-called criminals and these so-called how should I say it, no snitch. And it's just crazy how these dudes are just so foolish to make it out of the hood, so-called our ghetto, if anyone want to say that, and be making these numerous money and still can't leave the street or the gang activity. Many are saying that this dude Gunna, yes, he was a part of the group, but he wasn't involved in any of those so-called crime that the so-called YSL group members are being charged for. But however, of course, he's part of the group. Of course, they're going to say he's affiliated with them. So it's make or break right there. But my thing is this: why people are so upset that he basically tell? Huh? Why? Especially the black community. Why people are so obsessed with this dude? This dude so-called didn't take part in any so-called crime. So why should he go down for any of these dudes? Huh? Just to try to prove that he's a gangster and that he's loyal? Imagine spending time in jail for something that you didn't do. Mess up your entire career or your life. Can't see your family, can't see your kids, your girl, etc. Just because you're affiliated with a gang member. And this is what I can't understand with a lot of these black men. They value gang so much. These dudes don't want to get a job. These dudes don't want to get out the street. These dudes don't want to do anything with their life. And look at it now. When you're in that court facing the judge, you're crying. Not saying that he was crying. You're shaking like a duck. Because you don't know what could happen when that judge decides to end the case and give you those large amount of years for something that you didn't do. Or maybe you did. And this is why I really don't understand why people are loyal to gang, because a lot of these gang members, they will fall. There's no loyalty in gangs. Go get yourself a job, a trade, do something with your life. Every day you're on the street with your friends, not doing anything. Your pants below your waist, your gun on your side, your knife, whatever. Trying to be in a gang. There's nothing positive in being a gang. None of these dudes don't even say they're in a gang just to get money. It's always trying to prove that they're a gangster. And look at it, you guys are facing the judge. All of you guys are telling. Just because you guys don't want to go to jail. Left one of the most famous rapper to stand on his own. What that tells you? There's no loyalty. It's every damn man for himself. And as I said, I can't blame this dude. Why go to jail for something that you didn't commit? And I know a lot of these dusty ass black people talking about, oh, he's snitching this and that. But when you're facing those extra amount of years in front of the judge, tell me you ain't going to talk. A lot of these dusty ass black dudes snitch just to get out of a large amount of years. So I don't see the problem. Just because he's in the public, you guys gonna call him a rat. Look at 6ix9ine. A lot of people call him a rat, saying they're gonna touch him. Look at the dude. The dude out here is freely enjoying his life. And if I was gonna, I would even pay them no mind. You did what you have to do to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And as I said, in the black community, we put so much code on this no snitching whatsoever. But let it was one of your family member who didn't do anything. You would want someone to comfort and tell. But just because you're not in the position, you don't give a damn. And it's sad. We black people, we glorify so much things that, how should I say, that don't mean anything. And as I said, I commend Gunna for talking, because if it was me, I would done the same freaking thing. But let this be a life lesson to him and also the other so-called gang members who also rat it out, because they're not talking about that. Because the main light is just mostly on Gunna and Thug. But let this be a lesson for you dumbass young black kids coming up. And I'm a black dude, but I'm not talking about the Hispanic or the whites or whatever. I'm talking to y'all dumbass dudes and kids. Let this be a lesson. You can't trust no one. A lot of these dusty ass so-called gang members talking about their friends or whatsoever. And look at it now. They're the same one who would turn around and kill you and snitch on you. And just because they don't want to go to jail, they will rat you out. These so-called dudes who you say you will ride for, look at it. Nope, they're not there. They're not going to jail for you. Not going to jail for you. And these are your own boys that you smoke and drink with and eat, or even slap a couple girls with. Now look at it now. It's every man for themselves. And this is why, once you make it out of the ghetto, man, leave the gang activity alone if you're in gangs. Because there's nothing positive comes out of being in a gang. Always something negative. If you're not dead, you're in jail. It's either either. So you decide what you want to do. If you're a so-called gang member or so-called dude in the so-called ghetto, you decide what road you want to take. Because when them feds come knocking at your door, trust me, you won't see those homeboys no more. Those same homeboys is going to be standing far away from you. And when you go into jail, I guarantee those same homeboys are going to be the same one with your girlfriend if you have a girl. In the end. So you pick the life that you want to live. Because as I said, being in a gang, there's nothing positive about it. Make your money, keep it pushing. Don't worry about who calling you a sellout because you're not coming back to the hood or whatsoever. Do you, because these are the same dusty ass dude who will turn on you. for a nickel. So people, just let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe.